This is Dr. Shauli Mukherjee, a passionate academician, a global thought leader, and an internationally acclaimed inspirational speaker from India. And today, on this platform of the Balanced Woman Health Summit, I'm really looking forward to speaking with all of you regarding a very, very important issue. And that is the importance of mental health, especially among women. Now, it has been more than 1.5 years now that the entire world has been embroiled in this unprecedented global pandemic, causing massive wreckage, disruption, and devastation at an alarmingly exponential rate. Along with the threat to our physical health and well-being, there has been a steep upsurge in the mental health issues, especially pertaining to the growing and increased rates of stress, anxiety, depressive symptoms, insomnia, denial, anger, fear, and insecurity. Added to the fear of contracting the virus are the significant changes that have majorly affected our daily lives as our movements are restricted in support of efforts to contain and slow down the spread of the virus. Faced with new realities of working from home, temporary unemployment, homeschooling of children, and lack of physical contact and connect with other family members, friends, relatives, and colleagues, have indeed further aggravated the situation at an alarming proportion. Now, significant research has proved that women are actually at an increasing rate of being affected by mental health issues than men. A recent study has shown that 1 in 5 women compared to 1 in 8 men has a mental health problem. 1 in 5 women aged 16 to 25 have been reported to have indulged in self-harming activities. There had been a steady increase in the number of women experiencing mental health problems and issues and difficulties, with young women particularly at risk. Even suicide rates are also higher in women as compared to men. Now let us see what exactly affects the women's mental health. Firstly, we know that women are more likely to be primary caregivers to their children as well as to the older and the disabled relatives. This can be a major reason for their anxiety and depression. Secondly, women are more likely to live in poverty than men. Poverty, in fact, working mainly in the home and concerns about personal safety can all make women feel isolated. And we all know that social isolation is in fact heavily linked to mental health problems. Thirdly, physical and sexual abuse can have a long-term impact on women's mental health, especially if they have not received any considerable support. And lastly, women are exposed to more sexual violence than men, which means that more women are in fact affected by the post-traumatic stress disorder. Moreover, accompanied by this, women find it difficult to talk about their painful feelings and tend to internalize them, which can lead to problems such as depression and eating disorders. They may express their emotional pain through self-harm, whereas men are in fact more likely to act out their feelings through disruptive or antisocial behavior. It is crucial to note that 1 in 4 women experience depression compared to 1 in 10 men. Around 10 to 20% of women actually experience depression while they are pregnant or after giving birth. While most of us are aware of postnatal depression, many of us may not be even aware of the fact that women can experience antenatal depression as well. Additionally, women have a longer life expectancy than men, meaning that they are more likely to experience the mental health difficulties that can come with old age. Losses such as bereavement or loss of independence can also trigger depression and anxiety. Now, in these circumstances, it is extremely critical and crucial to take care of our mental health and emotional well-being as much as our physical health, because almost all recent studies and researchers have in fact proved that the basic and essential fact that almost all our physical ailments often stem from our minds. We have to understand that mental health is more than the presence or absence of a mental illness. It is in fact a crossroad between emotional, psychological, and physical well-being. First and most importantly and most crucial is the fact that we need to advocate against mental health stigma. As people with mental health conditions often experience severe human rights violations and discriminations, we should not be afraid to speak up and seek assistance whenever we feel unwell or mentally distressed. We also have to realize and admit, more importantly to ourselves, that it is sometimes completely okay to not be okay. And during such times, we must have the reliable support system to fall back on. Especially in the present context of this difficult and trying times, when we all are maybe in different boats, but sailing against the same storm. And I'm talking about the present context of the pandemic. We are definitely not meant to suffer in seclusion and isolation. We are all in it together as one big single family, united by the spirit of humanity. Though the pandemic has forced us to maintain physical distancing from each other, our physical distancing is not meant to dwindle into emotional distance from our loved ones. And being together and developing a strong bond of togetherness is definitely the key to ensure mental and emotional well-being during such trying and different times. Now let me conclude by giving very quick and practical and workable tips to take care of our mental health, and that is women's mental health in particular. Talking about your feelings, in fact, can help you stay in good mental health and deal with times when you feel troubled. Talking about your feelings is definitely not a sign of one's weakness. It's part of taking charge of your well-being and doing what you can to stay healthy. Regular exercise can boost your self-esteem and can help you concentrate, sleep, and feel better. Exercise keeps the brain and other vital organs healthy and is also a significant benefit towards improving one's mental health. Your brain actually needs a mix of nutrients in order to stay healthy and function well, just like the other organs in your body. Always remember that a diet that is good for your physical health is in fact also good for your mental health. Remember that none of us are superhuman beings. So we all sometimes get tired or overwhelmed by how we feel or when things actually do not go as per our plans. If things are getting too much for you and you feel that you cannot cope anymore, ask for help. Your family or friends may be able to offer practical help or a listening ear. A change of scene or a change of pace is actually good for your mental health. It could be a 5 minutes pause, a very, very short pause from cleaning your kitchen, or a half an hour lunch break at work, or even a weekend exploring something completely different and new. A few minutes can be enough to de-stress you. Give yourself some me time. That's important. Do something you are good at. Enjoying yourself can help beat stress. Doing an activity you enjoy probably means you are good at it. And achieving something boosts your self-esteem. And also remember that we all are different and unique. It's much healthier to accept that who you are, and that in fact that you are a unique being, than to wish that you were more like someone else. Feeling good about yourself, in fact, boosts your confidence to learn new skills, visit new places, and make new friends. Good self-esteem can help you cope when life takes a difficult turn. And lastly, and most importantly, pray a lot. And have an unflinching faith in the benevolence and magnificence of the Almighty Lord. Believe in His magnificence, generosity, grace, and power. And know that by all means, this too shall pass. God bless you all.